What's up, guys? MLB Corner Page here. We're going to bring you the AL Central today. This division's a little bit more up for grabs. I think the Twins are still the favorite, but it's not as top-heavy as the AL East was, for sure. So we'll start right at the top. The Twins last year finished with 101 wins, had a really good season, set the all-time record for most home runs by a team, and they went and got Donaldson. I still don't think they've got enough pitching, but that was a good signing by them. If we're being honest, that was a good signing. They should have got a pitcher, though. What do you say?
I mean, they should have, but you don't lose with this signing. I mean, to lead the league in home runs, break a record last year, and then come in and grab a guy like Donaldson who's going to hit probably 35 to 40 again.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
you're just stacking your lineup at that point. So I think they have so much run support that the pitchers they have are going to get the job done. Do they need to improve? Ultimately, yeah, but they can make a trade, before the season starts or even halfway through the season, and really they'll have a home run of a roster.
Yeah. They've got 101 guys. If you guys haven't noticed though, 100 wins is always hard. Like, it's always tough to get to 100 wins.
It's hard, but look at what Donaldson does for lineups. I mean,
I admit, yeah, you're right. He 101 though. That's, to me, I give him 97, 98.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
They break 100 again. Mark my words.
Okay.
I'm going to put him at 103.
Okay, all right. I do have Cleveland finishing second again. The White Sox hit it big in free agency for sure. I think the big thing with right here is going to be if Cleveland makes a move. Like, if they really do deal Clevenger or Lindor, I think that's going to be kind of the factor, of how these two teams compare. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. One thing I want to point out is that Indians had a horrible track record last year with injuries. So don't necessarily count them out just because of last year. 93 wins was a lot for that team who literally battled injuries time and time again last year. So I think they're going to surpass 93 and be closer to the 97, 98 mark, especially if they stay healthy. But like you just said, I mean, if they end up trading a guy like Clevenger or Lindor,
I
mean,
for sure.
Obviously, you're going to lose a couple games there. So,
and then we got to mention, they did lose Kluber too, for sure. I think Cleveland's still the better team from Chicago, but if they do make a deal, that's going to tell you they're in rebuild mode. They're trying to clear out some cap and bring some prospects in and whatnot, but they're still a good team for sure, and could probably be right there in the wild card race.
They just missed it last year. I think they definitely have a shot to repeat that, if not get into it. So
yeah, for sure. So the White Sox, I think, are the most improved team by far.
One of the most improved teams in baseball for that. Not just this division.
Yeah, it's just this division's tough, man. It really is. It's up for grabs, though, like we mentioned. Encarnacion, Keuchel,
Gio Gonzalez.
They're starting to really build a pretty good core there, with Eloy too.
The one thing that kind of puzzled me, and I love the Grandal move.
Oh, Grandal, yeah.
I'm not taking away from that move, but James McCann is good.
Yeah.
The fact that they went and got Grandal tells me they need to make a move with James McCann and get him out of there, get a couple pieces for him. I like him as a player, and I'm surprised that they went for Grandal like that.
They paid him a lot of money, for sure. I mean, I agree completely. I think the White Sox 72 wins. I'm gonna give them 85 wins. Yeah. I think 85. I think they're still, though. Like, free agency, with that big a free agency class, like, they still need to be working on prospects.
I agree, but they added what they didn't really have in the past few years, and that's a veteran core. I mean, Keuchel does a lot for a rotation, as you saw with the Braves. Maybe he didn't take him over the top, but he did put him in. He filled in the spot he needed and overall held his place. And that's what a team like the White Sox need right now, who is kind of – they're not in a rebuilding mode at this point, but they're trying to find the pieces to get them there and make them competitive. And I think that's what they did in free agency. Keuchel's not going to take him over the top, but I think he's definitely a great addition. the one thing I think is interesting is that Gio Gonzalez trade. He's been with them two different times in their farm system, and now he's back again.
Right.
So I'm interested to see how that plays out.
But let's be clear, we do have it Twins, the Indians, White Sox still as a top three. And I'm going to say the Royals probably finish fourth again. The weird thing about the Royals every year is they always, as far as fantasy, they have one guy just break out, like just go freaking bonkers in fantasy. But as an overall team, I don't know if they got a lot better with Merrifield. Love you, buddy. I think he led the league in hits the last 2 years. He's solid. Solaire's solid. They'll have somebody else break out. I mark my word. But as a team, they probably didn't get a lot better.
No, they didn't. They really didn't do anything in free agency. And honestly, I think it's time you part ways with one of those two you just named. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're trying to rebuild your franchise and you've got two people who are kind of in the middle of their prime and they're just with a bottom feeder team. I mean, look at Machado's when he was with the Orioles and like having to get out of Baltimore. It's kind of the same scenario for a guy who leads the league in hits, and then just they can't win games.
Yeah.
So,
and they need to keep him at second base too. By the way,
yeah, absolutely.
He's a top 5 second base, probably top 3 second baseman. I don't understand putting him out in the outfield and things like that, moving him around. Like he's going to make the All-Star game every year as a second baseman. But yeah, like we said, they'll have somebody break out though.
Yeah.
You watch every year, it seems like the Royals just have somebody like, where did that guy come from?
A few years ago, it was Gordon. You just never know.
For sure. Tiger fans, 53 and a half games out of first place. That's even crazy to look at here. I guess the one good thing you got is you get to see Nova pitch every 5 days, but it's going to be a pretty rough season again, unfortunately. They got Cabrera locked up, I think, 3 more years on that crazy contract.
Yeah. Just you feel bad for a team like the Tigers who were competitive for a while, and then now they just can't seem to get anything going. They're not going to part ways with someone like Nova. They're not going to part ways with someone like Cabrera.
Yeah.
And it's just eating away that cap space. They can't do much with it. They definitely didn't get better. Could they win more than 47 wins? I think so. But if they do, it's going to be
they could win
2 or 3
57,
points.
but they're still not really going to be much better.
No. Same thing with the Royals. They may top 60 this year, but they're not going to win 70, 80 games.
Yeah, for sure. So, guys, we're going to bring you the AL West tomorrow. Now, I want to say this before we get started. Did the Astros cheat? Yeah, they did, for sure. But they're still going to be a really good team, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. They are. They're still going to be a pretty solid team. Altuve's still going to be good. Bregman's still going to be good. That pitching staff's still going to be good. So we're not going to be biased against how they cheated and put them like third, but we know they're probably going to finish,
Well, yeah, I mean, they're still going to be good. They're still going to be a contender, but they shouldn't be allowed to be.
Yeah.
They should be banned from postseason for at least a year. The organization cheated. Look what happened to Pete Rose when he did what he did to MLB. He's banned from the Hall of Fame, which I still don't agree with. So why are we letting a team who cheated time and time again continue to play for a title?
Absolutely.
They should have never been in that place in the first place. Did they have the talent to do it? Absolutely. But they cheated their way into it.
Yeah, they did, man. But sure, that Hinch interview the other day, every time they'd ask him a tough question, he just skirted around it. I didn't really like that, to be honest. Like, he didn't fully answer the question. So, there will probably be some more things come out about the Astros for sure. And if they put an asterisk next to it, I don't think anybody's going to be too mad. But they're still going to be a good team, and we'll get into the AL West tomorrow. Guys, we do appreciate it. We're about to do another giveaway on the Instagram page. Definitely follow us and like us over there. And as always, MLB Corner page, we're going to head out.
See you guys.